Yeah, that's a real shocker. Kamui Kobayashi, by the way, drive-through penalty for the contact with Kotaka, which I don't think we ever saw, actually. So I hope we get a replay of that. And that's just a tragic sight, isn't it? The orange and blue Ponos machine. And Sato, wow, he just cannot believe it.
Right behind him, with plenty more OTS available to him, is now Yamamoto. So that's going to be an interesting... Oh, not again! Twice now! Hibiki Taira now comes out of the pits on 3.
But, yeah, it's hard to know what to say, really. It's lucky that we all were so well behaved.
You didn't need to translate that one from Hibiki Taira.
It drops and goes. It's going to be so close. It's going to be so close, and there is contact. Is that an unsafe release? And then when he's launched straight into the side of Chaz Mostert, and that'll be deemed an unsafe release, but he's redressed it immediately. Now, I don't know whether or not this is where this stuff gets so hard to work out, and we'll let the stewards and the DSA do their job.
Minder goed. Oh, ja, dat valt van de... Ja, er zat nog geen band op. Hij gaat dus naar beneden en er zat nog geen band op.
Drivers trying to get the seat padding right, as no driver's ever the same. We always have shorter legs or bigger torsos or all those little things. You have a bit of a... Oh, we got damage here. Big damage on... That's
Antonio Astudi.
That's...
Stopping on his marks, and he can have a cup of tea and a lay down, and we can see
There he is with
Fillmore. He has got the newspaper. We've got Stephen with a bit of an update.
That is, Sam wants a cup of tea, and he also wants to read the paper because he hasn't read the Christchurch Press today. The other side of that, he's got the second longest CPS of everybody, which is 84 seconds. So I thought, you know what? I'll see what the... he's probably looking at the financials right now, is Sam. Yep, and he's...
Some track limits here for car 84 at turn 3.
3 car coming down pit lane. This is in the window. Oh, he's deep. Too deep. Wow. Nearly missed pit in. Not seen that one before.
Wow. That's unusual.
Just a bit quick, wasn't he?
Yeah, Matchell just got...
Drivers and also the GT4 RS drivers. So, 2 divisions once again and a repeat of last time. This is Neil.
Mesmo perdendo 2 segundos a mais para trocar os externos, como agora a tendência, principalmente eles vão ter pista livre. Opa, agora já complicou, ele passou.
É alguma coisa ali do pórtico de saída de boxe que enroscou no carro do Thiago Camilo. Quer ver só? Mas aí é problema, hein? Aí é problema. Isso vai render assunto, viu, seu pai? Um incidente, claro, aconteceu.
Não tem o que fazer ali.
O pórtico de publicidade ali foi danificado, acabou caindo. O Thiago vai fazer o quê? Vai parar e esperar a reposição.
Look, the Aston gets away. That's the Jamie Day car, isn't it? And then bang, there's contact with another Aston, and it's in the wall.
Caught up. Gio Ruggiero was the General Tire Pole Award winner earlier tonight. Let's take a look at that scene post-qualifying as we see Tanner Reif into the tire barrier down at the inside of the pit wall. That's going to put us under the caution flag for the second time here tonight. Tanner was experiencing some difficulties with overheating, tried to get that car onto pit road, couldn't quite make it, and it impacted the tire.
Practice was happening.
This has got to be Rinus VK like accelerating, yeah.
Exactly right. Managed to get on the brakes, avoid getting into pit wall, and thank goodness there was no
back out. He's got a real issue, so he's losing loads and loads of places. Right, in comes the Ferrari of Jack Aitken, yesterday's race winner, third in the championship. He's coming a bit early. He missed his box there. He said in the interview yesterday, I got it wrong on the entrance, and he sort of stopped and then forward again. So he might have...
E di Ferrati, guardiamo cosa è successo. È successo che in Easy Race Thomas Biaggi è partito prima delle...
What goes on for the under 92 Manthar Racing Porsche? Heading into the pits, over one curb, over the next. Does it have a slight spin?
No.
It does. Very wet curbs, on slicks. It's got its rear wheel still on the tarmac there, so it's either going to put it in reverse or floor it on the tarmac. It's only got a little bit of gravel to go through. That is the leading car in that class.
It was.
And Jack Hawksworth has now got into the...
On the move, and if Alessandro Pierguidi wasn't fired up before, by crikey he will be now, and justifiably, because if that car had a problem that they knew it was marked, well, dear me, there's going to be a conversation between teams to say the least, isn't there?
I don't know. I mean, what do you? I mean,
leaps him here on pit road. Oh, and a problem on pit road.
Yeah, the Guy Care Chevy of Ed Carpenter, the owner driver. What has happened?
Well, the edge of your seat action continues in pit lane, and we just said, as they all...
Now we've got a Porsche that's stopped, and mayhem has broken out because it doesn't want to go, and there's a whole traffic jam behind it. You can't make it up, can you?
Yeah, again, another thing I've never seen before. Yeah, I can't believe a car could break down just at the end. The only good thing about this is it is slightly downhill, but then it goes uphill now. So I'm not sure whatever's going on with that Porsche, but it is ruining everybody else's.
The soft tyre, the quicker tyre. There it is, purple sidewall, the high-tech Pulsate driver. Never been on a Formula 2 podium before. Will this be a day? Oh! A bit slow on the... Oh, no, it's come off! Oh, no, the tyre's come off. The right rear's come off.
Jetzt gucken wir mal, wie er rausgefahren ist. Schauen wir nochmal an. Oh, da ist er aber gleich mal in den Aston Martin von Mike David Ottmann reingefahren. Also da sehen wir schon, wie der Flap vorne fliegt. Also das ist... Das Training ist noch keine Minute alt und schon...
Take the short stop first and gain track position and take the pain later on in the race. Well, we're going to find out. So Marcel Marchevitz up into second place. Still Tim Zimmerman leading the way. 1.6 seconds is the gap between first and second as a result of that. Right, the fuel's going in. So another team opting to take the long stop now. Finn Bieberhaus hanging out. Oh, we got a fire in the pits. We've got a problem. So the ADAC have very much asked that extinguishers are on standby, so that will be attended to very, very quickly. But our second place car, a bit of a fire in the pits. Hopefully everybody's all right there. But that will almost certainly take car number 3 out of the race. So we had the refueling. It's a gravity-fed refueling. The marshals are attending car number 3.
Take a look at Scott Dixon. Orange and blue PNC car. He just curb slams the bottom. He cases the bottom of his car, taking too much apex. Watch this. He's going to get too far to the left here.
A little bit of oversteer, locked the fronts, anti-stall, and then gets collected a little bit in the back by Scott McLaughlin trying to get around him. Look at that. So that's wing contact. That could have implications.
Berg's helmet or face in the car. I might be wrong.
It's captioned as such, but let's have a look. Comes in.
Yeah, he's just lost it by himself. Yeah.
But spinning under a red flag and in the pit lane doesn't go down well.
Engineer's fault, that.
McLaren almost pushing into it. That needs to release in front of the Ginetta.
That is Ian Loggie's Mercedes being pushed back right into the path of the Lamborghini that has to come to a dead stop. And they're going to go side by side almost up the pit lane. If you were Barwell, you'd be up the stairs to complain about that, wouldn't you?
I think it's a Stonewall penalty there for Ian Loggie's team, part of the 2Cs. You cannot push back like that.
Around and then back into the contest. 37 with a spin in the pit lane, and that is the leader of the class, Alex. Cool Racing, number 37.
Going to go on board the Alpine, and there, look, in the distance, you can see the BMW being tagged by the Toyota. There was a Porsche there that had to anchor up as well. But I think the Toyota was coming out of the pit.
And then the second issue, the second and the same issue for Marty as he tries to exit the pit lane.
The guy was completely sleeping. I don't know who that was. Even the mechanics were telling him to stop, I think.
A 43 race finishing streak over in an instant, and in his hopes of a record equaling 10th consecutive victory.
Here for the 51 who did a top up. That's Colin Brown, the Dale Coyne Racing car, and that looks like quite a bit of excess fuel flowing onto the side.